Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's Untethered Live on a Wednesday night. I'm your host, Jake Johnson, and joining me tonight always is the Banhammer. Turn your microphone on.
Might help, wouldn't it? Howdy, Untethered Live.
All right. That sounds like a person in there. Hello, is this thing on?
I was here.
Mark. That's a hair-lipped dog barking at you.
That was funny.
Mark.
He'll have to tell you the story in a little while.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's Wednesday. We're here. I'm shaving. Nice. It's a good day. It's a good day to be alive. It's a great day in America, everybody. Blah, 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 blah.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir. Bob. We are going to talk about everything. And most of all, we're going to talk about our wonderful President of the United States and his State of the Union address and how the Democrats are going to F around and find out. Or as we here at Untethered Live like to call it, POTUSSOTUFAFO.
POTUSSOTUFAFO.
Right on.
POTUSSOTUFAFO.
POTUSSOTUFAFO.
Sure.
POTUSSOTUFAFO. You say that. POTUSSOTUFAFO.
Yeah, no, I didn't say it my limit. I can't say it no more.
POTUSSOTUFAFO. All right. Let's see who's in chat. Who's with us? Amanda?
Of course.
Why are you first?
Because nobody else was here.
Camel. Do you think, baby?
Hi, Untethered Live family.
Pickle.
Happy hump day. I hope everyone's doing good. Hiya, Jake. How are you tonight?
Pickly.
Pickly? Hoo-hoo-hoo.
Like Miss Piggy on a prom night.
Uh-oh.
Squeal. Angela Ashkins, hello, darling, and thank you very much. I appreciate you immensely. We love you. Angela says, hello, heart.
Angela, here's your gold star. And hamburger helper hand.
Why does she get a gold star?
Because she's first.
So, Angela, you're first in chat. You get the gold star. Here's your gold star. And a
hamburger helper hand.
There you go. Angela says, Amanda, much love, heart.
Jake is fabulous.
Fabulous. Check out the thumbnail.
I've seen it. That's what made me type that.
Isn't that wonderful? Okay. We got some letters here we're going to open in a minute. And see what else we got going on here. That's pretty much it. Angela says, I love the beautiful shield by my name. I love it too. You know what that means? That means you've been here for a year plus.
Oh, the shield, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought she was talking about the crowns. I didn't even realize she had a shield. My bad, Angela.
That was a great looking shield.
Jake did create those.
Yes.
That's my bad.
What's your bad?
She asked about the shields earlier, and I asked if you made them, and I thought she was talking about the crown things because I was looking at my computer, and they're all fancy on my computer. I didn't realize that they were just boring ones on the phone.
Yes, I made the J tags.
Yes, those are the J tags. That means you've been here 12 months or more.
Or more. Yep. Oh, I see where she asked. Okay. Those are from the YouTube. The crowns are from YouTube, but the shields are mine.
Yes.
Yeah. All clear now. Angela says, oh, cool. I also made the Kraken and all that. I made those too, but I'm going to do better ones. I'm working on a Jake pickle. It's going to be nice. It's going to be me laid back like this with a big pickle sticking up in the frame. Nothing that a hot cup of coffee won't fix.
Imagine that.
Thank you for providing the coffee for the show. It's delicious. I couldn't survive without the coffee. Don't you want to have a cup with me? Survival coffee, you know. If so, go to the kitchen, pour yourself up a nice hot cup of coffee, and let's get to talking about POTUSSOTUFAFO. But if you don't have a cup or coffee, you can get it in the description below. I recommend the first cup. It has my face on it. It's fantastic. But I also recommend Cafe Bustelo. It's a good, señorita. It's good stuff. It's cheap and it's good. So check it out. Like, subscribe, share, support, join, and super chats are available in the chat box if you want to show a little love. If you want to, you can do that at paypal.me/jakejohnsonband or CashApp $JakeJohnsonBand. And one last thing, if you'd like to hang out with us outside of the YouTuberverse, get to know us on a personal level, get all private up in here, you can do that over at facebook.com/UntetheredLive The link is in the chat. You can check us out. It's a great place to hang out and share pictures, text, videos, memes, and get to know each other. And it's updated regularly with videos that are adjacent to or directly concerning the things we talk about over here. It's free. It's fun. It's yours. It's available. It's private. It's there. So go check it out. And I thank you for showing up. And now, on with the show. Linda Davis is here. She says, Camel, happy hump day.
Hump day.
Happy hump day, Linda. How are you? Angela says, hello, Linda. Smiley face with breasticles.
Hamburger helper hand, Linda.
Old smiley face with breasticles ain't been here in a while. Amy's here. She says, Isaiah 41:10, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Amen, Father. Please do. We all fall short of the grace of God, but by the grace of God go we. Thank God for that strong right hand. Oh, Angela says, do I need to re-up my membership? If it asks you to, yes.
Now, what I was trying to explain to you is if you minimize your screen to where Jake's not on the screen, and you see your little star,
how dare you?
you hit your home button or the picture of you, and your little settings tab comes up where it shows your history and all that stuff. If you click that, it'll go in there and you can see when it's due.
There you go.
That's
in your settings.
Yes, it's in the settings, but not on this video settings, because there's one of those tools at the top on this video too.
Your account settings.
Yes, and your YouTube account settings, and it'll tell you when it's due.
There you go. And I think it also asks you, doesn't it? Pop up.
If it's on automatic payment, when it tries to take the payment, it'll tell you that it was renewed.
Oh, okay. It does it and then tells you, or it asks you?
It depends. I don't know. Mine doesn't ask me. It just does it because I have it set up on automatic pay.
Well, how dare that sucker?
I have it set that way, though.
Oh. Amanda says, Amy?
Hamburger helper hand?
Yeah. Angela says, Amy Hart.
Yeah, that's what I just explained it to you.
Okay. I still see green. What'd you do, stick your head in the microwave? I did that once. Saw green for a whole month. Don't fix microwaves. It's not worth it. Linda says, Amy, hamburger helper hand. And Amy says, it's super busy tonight. More than usual. The day shift person quit and nobody came to replace her. So I have to double the already workload. Translation, not a happy camper. I'm sorry, Amy. Well, just take your time and don't let it stress you. Just work at a steady, even keel and don't overdo yourself and don't get in a hurry. And damn the torpedoes. If anybody says anything, you tell them I'm covering for somebody already. You really want to get on to me about how hard I'm working? Really? I could let you sit here with nobody here, too. But I'm not. So get on up off my back. All the way up off that joker.
All right.
Angela says, I don't know how to do that, Amanda. Just start clicking stuff until you find it. Click, 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 click.
Well, if she knows for her watch later and her, when she clicks her little circle picture at the bottom right of her phone, if she's on an Android, and it'll pull up the settings thing on the top of that page.
Yep. And there's also somewhere in YouTube, there's a frequently asked questions area where they give you like tutorials of how to do everything. You might get asked that. It could show you step by step.
Or she can just go back in her email from YouTube and find out when they took the payment out.
Yeah. I imagine that if it's time for a payment, they'll ask for it. I wouldn't imagine they'd let it slip by.
Oh, no, they'll take it when it's time if you have it on automatic payment.
Don't say things like that. It scares people.
You set it up that way.
Well, then there's no need to say it because you did it. So you know that. Angela says, so sorry to hear that, Amy. Amy's tough. She can handle it. You'll explain it when you go live? Well, explain it.
I did.
Okay. Problem solved. Amy says, Angel, you can also go to your account and see the information. Right on. Angela says, okay. Thank you so much, Amanda and Amy.
You're welcome.
Angela says, Trump is soaring in the polls after last night. Oh, yes. That was a great night. We're going to talk about it, too. And then my chat jumped. Hang on.
8:35.
Trump is soaring in the polls after last night's State of the Union address. We're calling it POTUSSOTUFAFO.
Forgot the tufufu.
I got to look at it. I can't say it without thinking about it.
Exactly.
It's POTUSSOTUFAFO. That's it. POTUSSOTUFAFO. But I don't believe the polls. Everyone go and vote in the midterms. Too big to rig? I think not. I agree. Go vote. Absolutely go vote. Vote and vote often. No, vote once. Show your ID, even if they don't ask. And make sure that you vote the guy you want to win, because they are going to pull out all the stops. They have to gain control in this midterms. It's very important that they gain control of something, the House, the Senate. And if they don't, they are done for. This is their last opportunity. Believe me when I tell you that. People are so sick of things that they're ready to just lock them out and not let them come back in. So they have to win, which means they're going to try every trick in the book. Go vote. You can't afford not to. Believe me on that. If you've ever listened to me at all, listen to me now. Vote. Aaron says, vote for Aaron. Well, you got my vote, but you better be a Republican.
Hamburger helper, ain't Aaron.
What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. And that was a great hour, 40 minutes, something like that last night. It was longer than his first one, which really wasn't a State of the Union address because he'd only been there for a little while. Whatever reason, it was just like talking to the joint cabinets. But it took place on the State of the Union night, but it wasn't technically a State of the Union. So technically, this is the longest State of the Union in recent history.
Well, from what I read, he called an emergency meeting, emergency State of the Union.
The first time, yeah.
I thought that was this one.
This is just the time for it, as far as I know.
No, I don't think so. I think he called an emergency on this one. I have to go
I
back and
suppose
look.
that's possible. I didn't hear that, but I think it's just time for the State of the Union address. They have it like in the second year of a presidency.
Well, this isn't his second year. He's not
Yeah,
even...
we're going into his second year.
All right, I'm looking.
Amanda says, Aaron, hamburger helper hand. Angela says, oh, thank you, Amy. I just don't know how to go to my account.
I already told her.
Somewhere there's a little wheel. You just click the wheel or click your face. In my YouTube thing, it's my face up there in the corner. Just click that and it'll drop down and it says account. Puppeteer, welcome back. Nice to see you. Puppeteer says, hello. Very emphatically. Nice to see you, Puppeteer. Love the enthusiasm.
Okay, well, may not have been this one.
I didn't think it was.
Might have been the first one.
Amy says, liked, shared, and screw it. I invited some friends too. Oh, thank you. Yes. Don't screw it though. Be gentle. It'll love you more.
Love on it.
Pet it.
Caress it.
Don't refuse to touch it. Angela says, hi, Aaron. Hi, Puppet. Aaron says, that part. Amber Grounds, hello. How are you? Amber says hello and prayers and hearts and smiley faces and dancing Mexican girls. I don't know why she's Mexican, but there she is.
Puppet hamburger helper hands.
Yeah. Amy says, Warner Brothers, Puppet. That's all, folks. Amber says, hamburger helper hands. Puppet says, hello, everyone. Very emphatically, again. Love the enthusiasm. Lots of exclamations. Aaron says, hi, Amy. Angela. Hi, Angela. And Amy says, G.
GG. Glitter ground. Glitter ground.
Wave your hand. And Aaron, I am so happy to see you. I need a virtual hug.
Uh-oh.
Aaron, get on that woman. Amber says, smiley face with herpes and hearts with stars and, yeah, Bible study night.
Nope.
Not tonight. Not unless we're in an alternate universe where we do it on Wednesdays and Fridays.
I'll say, did we lose a night somewhere?
No, it's Wednesday. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it's hump day.
But yeah, Bible study night was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Aaron says, that's a naked turkey with no head. Yeah, that's what she said. Wait, what? If I had a nickel for every time I heard that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Angela says, Amber, heart.
Hamburger helper hand, Amber.
And Jake says, fabulous.
I knew it was coming. I heard him digging.
We have a lovely. No, I can't look at that. No, I can't show you that at all. Let's see if we can show you this.
No.
Happy Valentine's Day. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
He thought something was going to jump out at him at first. That's beautiful, Amber. Thank you.
What's up, everybody?
Jake's got his own little bouquet. He's so goofy. He was sitting at his desk tonight when he got home with those on. I was laughing at him. He was so funny. He's such a goofball.
But Rose, there's room enough for me on that door. I don't think you'll fit. We're gonna sink. But it's really cold. You'll be okay.
He's such a goofball.
Words of wisdom to live by. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean on understanding proverbs. Fabulous. All right, we're done. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Amber.
Thank you, Amber. We love you. You're beautiful, intelligent, talented, charming, and honest. Seriously.
You should have seen him sit with his glasses on, though.
Yeah. I'm a goofball. I'm a dorkfish. What's a dorkfish doing in the ocean? Looking for a corn dog. What? Amber says, eyes, mystery hearts. Aaron says, Amy, you can have one.
Uh-oh.
Just one? Really? You going to pull back on a hug? Damn. Tough. Maureen Flood, hello, darling. Maureen says, just popped in to like and share. Thank you very much. I'm in a lot of pain and plan to go to bed to relax my back. Much love. Well, I hope you get to feeling better, honey. I know how that feels. And I wish you all the success in the world. I would suggest soaking in a hot tub of Epsom salt. That'll make you feel better, I promise. Or some Calgon if you have it. It will take you away.
Hi, Maureen. Hamburger helper hand.
Or just listen to me talk about POTUSSOTUFAFO.
Forgot the other
POTUSSOTUFAFO.
Yes.
Say it with me, class. POTUSSOTUFAFO.
POTUSSOTUFAFO.
POTUSSOTU.
POTUSSOTU.
Fufu.
Tufufu.
That's right. POTUSSOTUFAFO. That is President of the United States, State of the Union. Fuck around and find out. These people are crazy. I loved watching when he just sat there simmered. Just didn't say a word for 5 minutes, looking right at him. And just simmered. And then he turned this way.
Shake their head.
And then he'd turn this way. And then he'd look at him. And then he said, these people are crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I'm telling you. I loved it. It was beautiful.
It's a bunch of sorry people.
He didn't say that.
Can't stand, can't clap, can't do nothing.
This is true, but he did not say that. Amanda?
Hamburger helper hand, Maureen. I already said that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm behind. Amber says, I don't have anything with my name. It'll be your picture in a corner. Amy says, panty shields. Yeah. What?
And that wasn't Amber talking about her settings. That was Angel that was talking about her settings.
Oh. Well, then disregard that, Amber.
Yeah, I don't know what. She doesn't have her name on.
What are you talking about? I think she's responding to me talking about how to find your account.
Oh.
But it was the other one, Angela. Too many A's. I get confused. But whomever needed the information got it, I would assume. Maureen says, hi, Amanda and Jake. Hi, Maureen. Nice to see you. Thank you for dropping in and liking and sharing. And if you feel like sticking around a little bit, just think of me massaging your back with a jock strap on.
Wow. And here's the Jake emojis, the Jake and the Kraken.
Kraken! Release the Kraken. Amy says you have a J-tag, GG. Yes, she does. A nice one. A nice big old shiny one with a J on it and a key to my heart. Amber says, Maureen, hearts and Mexican dancing girl and smiley face with herpes and another heart and some prayers to go along with that. And I'm happy to see you in a smiley face. And Angela says, hello, Maureen, heart. And by the way, thank you, Angela. Thank you for being here and thank you for everything you do. We love you. Amanda?
Yes, Amy for at least a year.
Yep. Amy says, hey, Maureen. Hi, Charlene. Chew your gum.
I'm Marlene.
Maureen says, hi, Amber and Angela. And Amy says, Amber has a J tag. She said she didn't have anything behind her name. Well, Angela has a J tag. And Amber has a J tag.
Yeah, well,
But Amber has the J tag, and Angela has the Shield of Freedom. Aaron says, Amy, you want to touch my shields? Shields up, Captain.
That's all kind of shields we're talking about.
In the words of Sulu, shields, shields. The Maureen says, hi, Amy. And if you wonder why I'm scratching my head so much, I was mechanicking today, and I guess I've got into some some pollen or something, and I'm itchy. Don't know why. I'm going to have to go wash my hair. Amber says, did Linda make it tonight? Yes, I saw her just a few minutes ago. Linda? Angela says, I saw her earlier. Linda says, I'm here, Amber. I'm here. Heart.
I'm over here. I'm over here.
And Amy says, Aaron, maybe a sword. You take the shield, I'll man the sword.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, baby. Amanda?
My chat jumped.
841.
Oh, I was somewhere close. Hold on.
Says, yes, you do, Amber. You have a J in a circle.
Yeah, just as I scroll up to it. Okay.
And Amber says, Linda, smiley face with herpes. Aaron says, Linda was too short to see over the snow. Oh, no. Really? Are you saying it snowed that much? Like, what, 5 feet? Jesus. I've heard of people having to dig their way out of their house before, but can't see over the snow? That would imply that you're down in the snow, which is bad. Amber says, LOL, green team. Smiley face. Aaron says, psst, that's a hammer. That's what she said. Amber says, I haven't seen Debbie yet. Have y'all? Not yet. She'll be by later, I would imagine. Linda says, yes, I am, Aaron, but I'm the perfect height to hear your heartbeat when I hug you. Where are you listening at, though? You can hear it in several places.
I would assume the chest.
I mean, she said perfect height.
Yeah, well, Aaron's like 6 foot, I think.
Right? Which would be perfect.
Oh. When your nose knows your toes in it, when your toes your nose is in it?
Correct. Amy says, I'll be back to work. I'll be listening. You just take your time, honey. Don't let them get you in a rush or fuss. Angela says, must be on automatic. You must be. I don't know. Amber says, Amy, smiley face with herpes and hearts. And Aaron says, ooh. And micro zap. Oh, no. Micro zap? Is that what happens when you zip up too quickly?
Ouch.
Micro zap. Ow. Hee. Amy says, Aaron said I work too hard. I would agree. I will concur. You do work too hard. That's why I said take it easy and don't put yourself in a fuss. I mean, you're covering for somebody else. Maureen says, hey, everybody, don't forget to like and share. Thank you, Maureen. I appreciate you. Aaron says, I got to see Amy in a bathroom. Really? Kind of gross, man. But if it floats your boat. Stranger things have happened. I mean, ew. I'm just messing with you. Aaron says, Amy, you work hard enough to make Jake's chat jump.
8:45.
Thank you. It's been a long day. I did 300 church today, front and back. Oh, I'm way up here. Hold on.
He says, Amy, you work harder than a 19-year-old in a college dorm.
Thank you.
Amber says,
Hey, y'all, I've got several prayer requests. I've Facebook posted most of them. A couple more unspoken. Prayer warriors, please. Father, we ask in your humble service that you come together with all of us, that you put your hands on everybody that needs it. Amber has prayer requests. You know who they are. We ask that you bless and grace and touch and guide each and every one of them. Put your love in their hearts and your will in their way. Thank you, Father, in your Son, Jesus Christ's precious name we pray. Amen, amen, and amen. I hope that helps.
Amen. And oh, damn, Aaron. YouTube wouldn't even let me type damn.
Really? Damn. But I got to type POTUSSOTUFAFO.
Yeah.
I want to get all the miles out of that word. I've coined a new phrase. Amber says, American prayers and bacon and dogs.
And frogs.
And frogs. That would be a weird sandwich, but I'm in. I'll take it. I'll take a bite. What would you call that? Puppy chow? With a little bit of a twist of lime and some pork? Pork and lime? I don't know what I'm talking about. Maureen says, Amber, please add me to your prayer list. My pain levels are over a 10. Wow. Well, I just prayed for all of us, so you're included in that. After meds. Well, slow up on the meds now. Don't let them take control. That's bad news. Trust me, I've been through many, many years of that. I know it helps, but it don't help in the long run. It's not good for the body. And I want you to be healthy and happy. But 10 is a strong number. So I hope you can get some relief. Angela says, okay, thank you all for the tech help. You're welcome. Aaron says, did you see that climbed the wall?
The guy that climbed the wall.
The guy that climbed the wall. You talking about Trump's wall? I did not. What wall are we talking about? Amber says, Maureen, I pray for you daily, 3 times, regardless. You're my sister in Christ. And yes, you and several are by name. Amen. Aaron says, that guy. No, I didn't. What happened? Did he get to the top and find an electric fence and get electrocuted and fall down and land on a spike? Like in Fallout? Maureen says, Amber, thank you so much. Hugs, heart. And Aaron says, hi, Jake. Hi, Aaron. Nice to see you, buddy. I thought I said hi when you came in. I can't remember. Amber says, happy Valentine's, Easter, Father's Day. Thank you. I am all of those. I am valentitious. I am Eastern, and I am a father. Valentitious. Nice. But that goes for all of you. If you're a father. If you're a mother, can't have Father's Day. Amy says that needs to cut into a short. What does? Which part?
You dancing sticker across the screen.
Oh, the stickers? I can do that. You can do that. I think there's clips available on my channel. I think you could make a clip. Something to play with anyway. That's what she said. Aaron says, I don't even know when Father's Day is. I think March, but I'm not sure. Amanda?
I'm not sure either.
We look it up. That's your job. Amber says, I promise. I mailed around 20. Snail mail. I hear you. Hopefully not 20 to me. I don't have enough room for that many stickers.
June 21st.
June 21st. There you go. Father's Day's on June 21st, 2026.
And Easter's in April.
Well, I knew that. April being the first month of the year. Interesting. April and May are the first and second month of the year. And that spells am. It's almost like God designed it. There are a couple of names in the months, by the way. Do you know them? Here's a good trivia question. How many names can be derived from the months of the year? Just look at the calendar. It'll jump out at you. Amber says, see stickers, not glitter. Those are stickers. Excellent. And yeah, glitter gets in the way. It's hard to get rid of. But I like stickers.
I know a couple of them, but
There's a few. And each month is based on a name also. Or a number. A name or a number. Aaron says, so nice. So nice. Thank you, ladies. Aaron, you smooth talker, you. Aaron says, Leo likes his new food. What you got him? What's he on? Amber says, green team. I'm annoying. Yet, a friendly annoying for most. We love you. You're not annoying at all. Maureen says, Jake, but where is it going to take me to, LOL? I don't know. What are you talking about? Where's what going to take you to?
Calgon.
Oh. Where's Calgon going to take you? To heaven. I've wondered that myself, so I went out in a box, and I woke up in Tupelo, Mississippi. How about that? So, Tupelo, that's how you know. Maureen says, the Calgon. I got it. Tupelo, Mississippi. Angela says, Fetterman stood a lot for the State of the Union. Yes, he did. Fetterman is a guy that I can understand. I started out hating him. I did not like him at all. Most of all because I thought he was a pawn. The guy just had a stroke and they put him through an election while having a stroke. Like he couldn't talk or walk. And they made him run. And they wouldn't let him take time off. And he won, oddly enough. And so now he talks with a computer screen in front of him because he can't form sentences or keep them in his mind. So he has to answer questions ahead of time and put them all in the computer so that when they're asked, he can read them and answer them. So that's why he's always got that computer in front of him, because he has no short-term memory. But the guy's kind of based, and I can't not like him. I also don't like his irreverence that he won't wear a suit. But it kind of wears on you, you know. I think if you're going to stand in the sanctity of the hall, the great hall, that you should have a suit on, or at very least be dressed appropriately. He's wearing a hoodie and shorts and sandals. To me, that's disrespectful, but it kind of grows on you. Nobody else does that. He's definitely a one of a kind. So, Fetterman, a Democrat I can like. Amber says, yay, A-team. A-team and green team. A green team. Angela says, A-team. Dun 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 dun. The A-team. Aaron says, dang it, I'm scared from never unhearing that jockstrap. I'm scarred from never unhearing that jockstrap. Yeah, it's kind of scary, isn't it? Believe me, the sight would be just as bad as the image in your mind. And probably a lot shinier. I'm very white. Too white. Painfully white. Like, Jesus, boy, get in the sun, white. Aaron's like, I don't blame you, buddy. Amanda?
LOL, Aaron, I was trying to get my mic on.
Angela says, I love you too. You all mean the world to me. Well, you mean the world to us too. And that is beautiful. We have a great, great community here. And I'm so glad you're part of it. And I mean that. Amber says, cool smiley faces. Aaron says, that's jock itch from the strap on my head. Yeah, I was wearing it on my head. Yeah, I don't know. I got into some pollen or something. It's just itching me.
LOL, Aaron.
Angela says, LOL, Aaron. What it is. 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 I like that name. Hello, Jake and Amanda, and to all in Untethered Live, checking in, not checking out. Like Hotel California.
Hamburger Helper Hand, what it is.
How you doing, buddy? You having a good day? Linda says, hi, what it is. Did you enjoy your birthday? I'm sorry, I did not get to sing you happy birthday on Monday because I forgot, and I don't know if you were even here. Can't remember, but I remembered, and I posted happy birthday on your birthday, so I hope you got that message. 6'3", but the 3 inches is nothing, says Aaron. That's what she said. Angela says, hello, what it is. Well, I never been to Spain, but I kind of like the music. Aaron said, I read that one, sorry. Amber says, fashionably late. One, good evening, what it is. Aaron says, micro is that little static zap. Yep, I get those a lot. I am what they call hyperkinetic, which means I produce a lot of electricity physically. Like if I sit in a room full of balloons, they will all come to me and gather around my feet. That's not a lie. I am the king of the balloons. And it's fun at parties, too. For whatever reason, and I think it's my hair, in the fall, I produce static electricity like mad, and I can't touch anything without getting shocked. If I laid down in silk sheets, I would electrocute you and me both if you were there with me. Believe that. And it's powerful, too. It'll shock you, like painfully so. So I have to walk around with dryer sheets in my back pocket to keep the static, or spray myself with static guard. So I know all about that little zap, like a lightning bolt from my fingertips. I'm like Thor if he was miniature. I'm a tiny Thor. Angela says, LOL, that's a lot of shirts. No LOL, though. I just saw that. It wasn't there. Yep, that's a big order. That's 3 days worth of doing work. Takes about 3 days to do 300 shirts, but I did them today. So, getting it. That's what I'm saying. Angela says, amen, prayers. And Aaron says, facts. I don't even know what we're talking about, but I agree with you. Angela says, has anybody seen the movies? In general, I've heard of them, yeah. I've seen a couple of them. Which movie in particular are you referring to? There's about 1 billion of them. And Aaron says, damn. Amber says, thank you, Jake, even when it's not Bible study night. Well, thank you. I am good for other things, too. I'm quite funny, so I'm told. Angela says, the movie I Can Only Imagine, and I Can Only Imagine 2. I have not. Where did that come from? Did somebody reference that? The I Can Only Imagine? I don't even remember reading that. But no, I haven't. Is that? I'm trying to think. That's a Christian song, so I'm guessing it's a movie about the guy that wrote the Christian song. It's probably got somebody in it that's a pop star or something like that. Like I can't think of her name. Mandy Moore, something like that. Is that right? Or oops, I did it again. What's her name?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears. Aaron says, my daughter went to see that one, or wants to see that one. Again, I'm only guessing it's about the Christian writer of the song I Can Only Imagine, but I might be way off. I don't know. I have fallen out of favor with movies because they stopped making good movies about a decade ago, and I have just lost all interest in the garbage that they put out. I don't want to waste my time. However, there is a new movie that's coming out now that all of you should go see, and it's called Epic. And what happened was Baz Luhrmann, the guy that did Moulin Rouge and that Elvis movie, Elvis, went to the salt flats, into the mines where they keep sensitive documents and things down in the cold under earth for posterity. And he found 26 boxes of unseen Elvis footage. Elvis Presley. Nobody's ever seen this stuff before. And he made a movie out of it. Had it painstakingly remastered and then brought up to 4K. They rescanned it and transferred it to 4K. And the movie's called Epic, Elvis Presley in Concert, Epic, which is a great name for an Elvis movie. Believe that. That is a fantastic name. Don't know why he wasn't using that all the time. Go, yeah. Got to get the noggin working. But yeah, go see that movie. It's going to be great. I definitely want to see that movie in theaters. And go see it in a big theater because you want to see Elvis as big as you can see him. IMAX if you can find it. Or dare I say it, 70 millimeter. And I also want to see that movie, Hail Mary. It is a unique way of making movies, the way they used to. Like all practical effects, no CGI, or very limited CGI. So this, I don't know the guy's name that directed this movie, Hail Mary. I did know it, but I've forgotten it. But he is trying to make a movie and prove the concept that in-camera effects are better than CGI, which they are, hands down. And if he's successful, if this movie makes a lot of money, they'll start making more movies that way and stop relying so heavily on fake CGI nonsense. Actually hire people to build models again and paint backdrops and matte paintings and make models and do puppeteering and, real craftsmanship, artisans. I would like to see that happen.
Philip Lord and Christopher Miller.
Thank you. Philip Lord and Christopher Miller.
They did Spider-Man.
They did one Spider-Man. Into the Spider-Verse. Is that right? Not the same guy that did Toby Keith's Spider-Man or the other two Spider-Mans. I think it was Into the Spider-Verse. Or it might have been Homecoming.
Yeah, it was Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse. Okay.
And the Lego movie.
And the Lego movie, which was great. It was a great, great take on that franchise. You wouldn't think that they could make a good movie out of Legos, but turns out you can. And a good video game. I love the Lego video games. Maureen says, I only take them when push comes to shove. I'm terrified of addiction. So far, so good, right? I'm with you there. I took them for about 15 years. A lot of them. Like 15 of them a day. 20 of them a day, something like that. And it became a problem. Like 14 years ago. And like a year into it, it became a problem. And I did it for 15 years. So I had to stop. And I quit cold turkey, and I do not recommend that. You have to be very stupid. But you do what you got to do. But I pray that you don't have to be put in that position. I understand why you are in that position. And I don't hold that against you. And I don't think anybody else should either, because they don't know until they walked a mile in your shoes. Amy says, I went to the food bank today and got mushrooms. Did you get high? Were they any good? Did you see elves? I have questions. Was there a shaman involved? Did you make a deposit? Or did you get a withdrawal slip? Was there a teller? Cream of chicken soup. Chicken broth and noodles. I just have to add chicken, and I have everything I need to make chicken noodle casserole. That sounds good. Just have to go out and kill a chicken. Which can be done. Aaron says he had a shotgun in the car and they killed him. Who? What are we talking about? Where'd that come from? Am I missing something?
I'm guessing the guy that climbed the wall.
Oh,
I don't know.
I done forgot about that conversation. How did he get his car on the wall? And if he wasn't in his car and the shotgun was in his car, how did he get it if he was on the wall? Or did they shoot him and then find a gun in the car? I am so confused right now. Amy says, oh, and breadcrumbs. Yeah. I didn't know you put breadcrumbs in a casserole. I don't really know how to make a casserole, so that's not news. But Aaron says, June, I think. You are correct. What was it again? June 21st?
I don't remember. 18th or 20th. It might have been the 21st.
Oh, 12th. June 12th. And Aaron says, yep. What it is, what about Mexico going up in smoke after drug lords got popped and didn't make it from a gunshot, and the president of Mexico hiding out on a on a ship off the Gulf of America or in the ocean, one of the two. I haven't heard anything about Mexico. What is going on in Mexico? Does he drink tequila and she talks dirty in Spanish? Is it living on refried beans? Dreams? Messed up in Mexico, sick as a dog? Down to my last dime and ready to fall? I don't know. I don't know anything about Mexico. I try to stay away from it. Mexican makes me have heartburn.
Yeah.
Aaron says, pow! Purina, 1. Leo food. Purina 1. That's good stuff. Also, apparently they make spaceships in the future. If you don't believe me, watch the movie Aliens and look really closely. You'll see it. And Julie, Jan, April, June. Yep, those names are there for sure.
No, Julie's not there.
Julie isn't, though. It'd have to be July. But just look at the first letter of every month and tell me how many names you see. There's a very famous person's name inscribed in the months. of whom my namesake seeks. Angela says, always liked Fetterman. Yeah, he's an interesting dude. He wore a suit last night. I didn't see that. I need to go back and watch it. I didn't notice he was wearing a suit. Hey, how about that? I guess when you got a president worth respect, you show a little respect, Democrats. Bab Daddy, where you at? Anyway, that's cool. Democrat, I can like as well, says Angela. Yeah, I don't want to dislike them, but they make it very easy. Some of the, like Ilhan Omar and Rohana, was that her name? Rohana, something like that. Chuck Schumer, come on. Ned Sadler, whatever his name is. Ugh. It's like the penguin. He looks like the penguin to me. Nadler, that's his name. Ted Nadler or something.
That's like Bueller.
Mm-hmm. Aaron says, what color? What
White.
are you talking about?
White.
White? What are we talking about?
You.
I'm white.
Blinded by the light.
Don't believe me? Just look at that awesome color right there. That's not white balance. That's what color I am.
Except for his butt.
It's even whiter.
His butt and his legs will blind you in the dark. And April, May, June, Jason, August, September. That's about all I can think of right now. Oh, and January.
Mm-hmm. There's somebody named September.
Uh-huh.
That's a horrible thing to put on somebody. Aaron says July 2.
Yeah. Blinded by the light white, LOL.
I'm like alabaster. Aaron says, I hope it's not ivy. It's worse than ivy.
No, he's talking
No,
about.
my hair? Yeah, no, it might be. I don't know.
It's probably just combination of grease and sand.
Probably, yeah.
Dust.
I was working on my motorcycle, so I was down there in the dirt and dust flying everywhere and stuff. So I'm sure I just need to wash my hair. Angela says, LOL, Amanda.
Yeah, January 2.
January. Whoa.
9/18.
Thank you. I was at the bottom of the chat and I knew it wasn't the end, and all of a sudden it just went elsewhere. It must be, oh, here we go. Angela says, I'll be 60 on my next birthday, and I don't feel 60. 60 sounds old. I hear you. Well, when's your next birthday? And it's a state of mind, Angela. If you feel old, you'll be old. If you act old, you'll be old. Apparently, according to YouTube, though, if you do Tai Chi, you'll be very young.
Yeah. And be able to walk and never have any problems.
Or you can just be like me and do goodies and
Coffee and Mountain
coffee and Mountain Dew and just keep chugging. Damn the torpedoes. Never mind a mule, just load the wagon. Be so tired you can't even see straight, cross-eyed, but keep going.
Hamburger helper hand, Judy.
Hey, everyone, says Judy. Hi, Judy. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. It's Jake Poino. Da-da-da-da-da.
Is that a hint?
That's a hint.
Oh.
Thank you. What it is says, I thank you, Jake, for the birthday acknowledgement. And yes, on good day. And yes, on the birthday. That's fantastic. I'm glad to hear what it is. I'm glad you had a great day. How old are you now? 27?
27 and holding 39.
Yeah. When I get to 69, I'm going to turn around.
You still be 69.
Amber says, eyes party like a rock star. Do they?
Angel eyes.
I wish I could sing. I would love to sing Angel Eyes to you and melt your heart, but I just cannot do it anymore. It's a shame, too, because it was a good voice.
I love that song, too.
And Judy says, hey, Jake and Amanda. Hi. Are you having an especially good day? Amber says, Judy hearts. And what it is says, what about all these dumbass Democrats that didn't stand for the State of the Union address? What is wrong with these people? They're crazy. How can you be an example by acting like a bunch of whatever? I agree, 100%. I think they showed their hand in full view for everybody to see, and if you don't see it, if you vote for that, you deserve what's coming your way. That's how I feel about it. I don't know why, honestly, Trump, who has the power to do so, don't just start sitting Republicans in their seats. And then when they show up, there's somebody in their assigned seat. They're like, hey, that's my seat. Not anymore.
You don't want to participate. You don't have to be here.
That's right. If you want to act like an asshole in front of the whole country, go to your room. We'll deal with you later. That's where I think everybody should be at. Don't vote for those people. That's why we're in the trouble we're in, and you saw an example of it last night. They really don't like you. They really don't. And if you vote for them, you're going to get laws that don't like you. They really won't. Linda says, Judy, hamburger, help her hand. And Judy says, happy yesterday birthday, what it is. I hope it was a good one. I hear on good authority that it was. Aaron says, Jake laying on silk sheets and wearing a jock strap. Shocking micro zap. No, that'd be a macro zap. You're welcome for the imagery.
Wake up, you lifeless devil.
Pickle in a pouch.
It'd be pickle in a pouch if it got shocked.
Mm-hmm. Like a snail wearing a sweater.
Could have said yes when I asked you.
I did say yes. You didn't hear me? Consult the record. I did say yes. Judy says, hey, Linda. And Amanda says, rolling on the floor, Aaron. Or, yeah, running for life. I don't know. I can't even think today. I'm so tired I can't even come up with something funny. Rolling over Fetterman's lawn. Angela says, hey, Judy. And Aaron says, yup, I need therapy to unsee that. Well, if you go to that guy, his name is the rapey, so you might have problems seeing that. Judy says, hey, Aaron. Aaron says, Judy, hi. And Judy says, hey, Angel. Angel says, Amy Grant. Oh, in the movie, yeah, Amy Grant. Aaron says, Lady Gaga type movie. Okay. I loved her in that movie, Rockstar, which was a remake. Originally had Chris Christopherson and can't remember who the girl was. I want to say it was Dolly Parton, but I don't think that was it. Do you remember who was in the original Rockstar movie? No. I don't even think it was called Rockstar. I think it was called something else. Fallen Star, something like that. You know the movie I'm talking about, though. The one Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper was in. Angela says, no, it's a Christian movie with no pop stars. Trace Atkins is in both movies. I said it was like a pop star movie. And yeah, it was a Christian movie about the guy that wrote that song. I've seen the previews for it, but I haven't seen the movie. Aaron says, nice. Amber says, Gaga is cray-cray with a powerful voice. I love her vocals, her presentation of self. I pray for her. She needs it. Look at my bad romance. Poker face, poker face. I was born this way, hey. I was born this way, hey. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way, hey. What? Believe it or not, I used to pull off some Lady Gaga songs. Can't do it now, though. Thank you, dear. You're welcome. Coffee, and he's back. There's Debbie. Hey, Debbie. Hamburger Helper Hand. Whoever was asking about Debbie, there she is. I told you she'd be here later. Angela says, Debbie, hello. Amanda says, hello, Debbie. Or Hamburger Helper Hand, Debbie. Judy says, hey, Debbie. Aaron says, Jake has a headache. If you had a head like this, it'd ache you too. Amber says, anyone see Bill? Not tonight. I saw him a while ago. Like Monday night.
Bill doesn't usually come in during the week.
Yeah.
He's mostly Bible study nights. I mean, he'll pop in and say hi, but that's about it usually.
Puppeteer says, hello again. Hello, Puppeteer. Nice to see you. Again. Emphatically. Amber says, Debbie, Hamburger Helper Hands. Judy says, hey, Puppeteer. Aaron says, Jim Henson proved that with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back in the 90s. It's one of the greatest movies ever made with no CGI. I agree. It had plenty of technical issues, but in its simplicity, they nailed it, right? You could suspend your disbelief, and you can prove this with the Star Wars trilogy remakes, or the continuation, the next three, the ones in the 90s. And what I do is I tell people, go back to the original in the 70s and look at Yoda, the puppet Yoda. And then go watch the Phantom Menace and look at Yoda in that movie. And tell me which one you like. And obviously, you like the puppet. It feels alive. It feels like a character. You know it's a puppet. Your brain knows it's a puppet. But you feel it. It has gravitas. It feels like an entity that you can connect with. CGI doesn't have that. It's uncanny valley. It's there. It's cool looking, but it doesn't feel alive. It doesn't feel emotional. For whatever reason, CGI just can't do that. I'll take a puppet hands down any day of the week. A good puppeteer can bring a puppet to life in ways a computer never can. I'm with you on that. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a great movie. And if you like that sort of thing, you need to see The Labyrinth and Dark Crystal. Both excellent Jim Henson ran movies. I love that. Excellent taste there, Aaron. Puppet says, yep. Amber says, again. I feel like Pee-wee's Playhouse. Ah, again. Hey. I need a chair to say something now. Fabulous. Ah. There you go.
Such a goofball.
Goofball. I'm a goofball. Aaron says she ate a mushroom and went to a MJ concert at the disco. So, Angela says, LOL, Aaron. Aaron says, I'll have to find the story and send it about the guy. Yeah, I'd like to hear about that. I haven't heard anything about that today. Stay off that wall. Spider, spider on the wall. Oh, little spider, you're about to fall. For don't you know that that wall is plastered? So get off that wall, you little spider.
9:30.
I'm there. Angela says, yeah, I'm lost too. Aaron, that's a good idea.
Can't follow it if there ain't no context.
It was on the news, says Aaron. I worked all day. I didn't get to see the news.
No, I didn't watch the news. Suddenly,
I feel like Kevin is hiding in a basement somewhere tied to a chair with a gag ball in his mouth. What's that, Kevin? I can't hear you. Timmy's stuck in a well? We need to come quickly? All right, I'll get the shotgun and we're out of here.
Blink twice.
It's a Lassie joke. You'll get it if you're old. Puppeteer says, I made a short about a spinning turtle. Nice. Is it on your channel? Everybody go check out Puppeteer's channel. He's got a spinning turtle. Short. A short spinning turtle. Who needs a turtle trickster?
Hamburger helper hand, Kevin.
What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. How art thou, kind sir? Aaron says, you have to Google it. No, I don't have to. I can sit right here and just do my little stream, young man. Maureen says, hi, Kevin. Angela says, Fetterman was the only Democrat to shake Trump's hand. Honorable. I can appreciate that. I can disagree with the guy and still like him. It is possible. Very hard these days, but still possible. I hope there's more like that going forward. I don't mind having somebody has a different opinion than mine. What I mind is utter stupidity. And when somebody says, do you agree that America should take care of Americans first, period, you stand up. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. That should be the first thing in your mind, or you don't deserve to have a government. Much less be in control of one. These people are crazy. They are your enemy. They are traitors to the Constitution. They are your enemies. They want to hurt you and subjugate you and control you and profit off of you. They're not interested in you and what you want. So remember that if you're in the ballot box and you're thinking about pulling the lever for the other team, don't. Unless you want what's coming. From them, not from me. I'm not threatening you. I'm just telling you the future. Ultimately, it's your choice. You vote for who you want to. Vote your conscience. Vote clearly and consciously. But just know what you're getting into. That's all I'm saying. Angela says, Kevin, hello. And Kevin says, hello, everyone. Nice. That either says everyone or Eeyore. I can't tell which. They're very similar words. What it is says Jesus. Well, he's not on the ballot, but yes. Vote for Jesus.
He should be on the ballot.
He absolutely should be. Angela says, LOL, puppet. And June 24th, that's Father's Day.
21st.
21st. The 21st.
Yeah.
What it is says the Democrats are nothing but trucking clowns. Every one of them should have a shovel in their hand and be ordered to shovel a ditch in order to get a taste of some hard labor to be good for them. I agree. I agree, and I support that thesis. I really think that we should give them a taste of their own medicine. Angela says, happy belated birthday, what it is. Amy says, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And Debbie says, good Lord. Amy, there's a Jezebel spirit here, and this time it was not me. Jake on silk sheets, phew, jock strap, and the pickle in a pouch.
Get the fans, get the cold rags, bring her some ice.
Well,
Calm this lady down.
It's sticky. I just hate it when it's sticky.
She needs some cooling down.
Damn right. You see that thing, it'll get you hot. Maybe slightly afraid.
Mm.
Alien. Angela says, I think they're doing Lucifer's bidding. You think? I think so too. I'm thinking this is the beginning of the battle in Revelation. I think so too. The beginning of the battle in Revelation, that we will see with our eyes. What happens in the spiritual happens in the natural, right? Yes. More or less. There's some things that have happened in the spiritual that aren't happening currently in the natural, but will. And you are correct. And I do teach that this is the beginning of the end. We are in the tribulation right now. And it may take a while. It's easy when reading the Bible to think this is going to happen fast, you know. But the Bible never states that. Matter of fact, it lends to the idea that it's stretched out over a period of time in the form of weeks and months and years. And the Bible even tells you that it'll be 7-year period that this all takes place in, which is where we're at, I think. And the Bible that A Star is Born, that's the name of that movie. Thank you, Judy. Not Rockstar, A Star is Born. I think that the Bible supports my thesis in acknowledging that we are in the end times. And I think I proved that on this channel, but I'll leave that up to you, whether or not you think I'm right. And Barbara Streisand was the girl in the movie, not Dolly Parton. Thank you. I know so much that I've started deleting things to make room for other things. And I can't remember anything anymore. Angela says, LOL, Debbie. Angela says she sold her soul for fame and fortune at the crossroads, I believe. Barbara Streisand? I suppose it's possible. There's a couple that I think did, and they claim to have. Bob Dylan and Robert Johnson. And Lil Wayne, or Lil Nas X, rather. Judy says, hey, Kevin. And Judy says, hey, Maureen, good to see you. Judy, are you having a good day? Amanda?
8 Ball. It's Jake a goofball.
8 Ball says, perhaps. Banhammer? Referring to CGI in movies, Angela says that's because a computer cannot put its soul into a performance. We know it isn't real by looking. We may need to use that skill on the streets soon. It's also in the eyes. And that, of course, she's talking about AI and the ability that they have now to make things that never occurred in video form and look surprisingly realistic. But everyone that I've seen, I've been able to tell, even though it looks real, even though you can't find any mistakes, there's something there that is uncanny, that just jumps out at you. If you look at the lips, watch the lips when they talk, you'll see them not actually touching. They kind of move through the words. And that's how you can tell. For whatever reason, computers are not good at that part. Linda says, Kevin and Debbie sitting in a tree. Kissing. Or whatever starts with an F. Nope, she says, Kevin and Debbie are finally out of the basement. Is that like coming out of the closet? Basement's bigger. More perversion. And Debbie says, so 8-Ball says Jake's a goofball.
A good ball.
A good ball. Is that true, Amanda? Or is he a goofball? Ha ha. Nothing wrong with a good balling, though.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yes.
When I tried to use ball in a sentence, at first I said, well, either way makes him a ball.
Ball.
And then I said, he's a ball either way. So I typed it like 3 different ways before I finally typed it and spread it out and then typed ball singular after it before YouTube would let me put it in the chat.
Hey, YouTube, stop censoring us. If we want to insult each other, we're more than willing to. And we're grown, so stop it. Debbie says, yeah, Linda, time for a break. You need a smoke break every now and then. Well, you do. He's smoking, but you need to go get a cigarette. I get it.
She got to get up and walk every once in a while, keep her legs active.
Talk about a Charlie horse.
All right.
A Kevin horse. Angela says, first, we need to get rid of the lunatics. Well, that's going to be hard. They're all in Washington. And currently, they're the ones that make the laws. It's not a good look. Gee, I wonder why Fab Daddy's not here. Or Monkey Juice. You think it's because I effectively destroy them on a weekly basis?
Oh, you know they'll be here Saturday night wanting to talk shit.
I hope so. I like sharpening my teeth on those guys. Aaron says, I knew I heard the cat dragging something in. What?
I think he's talking about Debbie.
Oh. Judy says, yup, stand up. I mean, I would, but I'm not wearing any pants. So.
And they both make him a ball.
Big balls. You heard the old expression for women, a handful is more than a waist? Or something about a handful and waist? It goes both ways. Like that.
You got to hold them up when you go to the bathroom and keep them from hitting the water?
Keep from stepping on them. What you talking about? Where are we at?
9:48.
48.
Actually, 9:49.
Thank you. Angela said, I read that one. Aaron said, I read that one. Judy said, I read that one. There we go. Amanda?
Ew. I said that. They both make him a ball.
And then you said?
Ball.
And then Amy says, a hairball, Aaron, mixed with cat puke. Meow. Aaron says, heck, nasty.
Ew, Amy.
Judy says, ew, Amy. Angela says, June 24th is my birthday. Okay, let me write that down. All right. Where are my Post-it notes?
I don't know how you find anything in that drawer. That's Jake's collect all drawer.
I found it. There we go. June 24th, Angela. I got you. Right there on my card of birthdays. I try to remember them all, but I don't get all of them. But I try. Angela says, June 24th is my birthday. That's what I was saying. I forget I need to be more descriptive to people when I'm on a live stream. Sorry. No need. Just remember that context helps, because when I'm reading it, I'm like way behind. You guys are like considerably in front of me. So I'm reconstructing the conversation part from memory and part from what's on the screen. And sometimes those things conflict and leaves us all guessing what we're talking about. But just be thorough and write the thing you're talking about. That way I can understand it. And that goes for everybody. And it's not a critique. That's just the way we have to communicate. It's like talking to somebody on the moon. There's a delay. So you have to plan the conversation a little bit. And thank you for the coffee, by the way. It helps.
You're welcome.
Amy says, Angel, mine is in June. The same as Tupac. That's a random. You mean more than one person had a birthday in a month? Wow. Judy says, that's what Google is for, Jake.
No, Amy's birthday is the same day as Tupac's.
What is what Google for? That's what Amanda is for. She has the Google. I just ask the questions. I'm just asking questions.
Which I'm not liking Google. I'm kind of liking Grok.
Yeah, Grok's better. And I don't like Google either, because they're actually lying to you. If you actually go through the motions, you know, when you type in a search and it says something like 6 million hits or whatever up at the top, well, start going through those pages and actually follow the links. You won't get 2 pages deep before every link starts disappearing or turning into an ad or taking you somewhere other than where it says it's taking you. Those web pages are not there. It's a lie. It's bolstering their numbers, but the numbers are a lie. It's internet is dead theory. Check it out. Just type that in. In YouTube, the internet is dead theory. Type that in and go down that rabbit hole. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's kind of scary that 90% of what's out there is bots. There's not even real people anymore. Remember back in the 90s when everybody had a BBS on their personal computer and there were websites for everything? It's not so anymore. They just all vanished. I don't even keep my domain name anymore. I had jakejohnsonband.com forever. I don't even use it anymore because nobody ever went to my website. What's the point? Why pay for something if nobody's using it?
We have an Untethered Live website.
Yes, we do. But you didn't know that.
I did.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
Angela says, Lady Gaga at the crossroads. Down to the crossroads. Gonna sit down on my knee. Down to the crossroads. Get down on my knee.
She's talking about Lady Gaga at the crossroads.
Yeah, I read that. Linda says, Angel, I'm not turning 60. I quit. Yeah. Now I'm going to go all the way to 69, then I'm going to turn around. What it is says, thank balloon, you cake, all balloon, for cake. The birthday announce cake balloon acknowledgments. Much appreciated. You're welcome. Cake.
Balloon.
Balloon. Angela says, yay, Amy. We are a team. June babies. Heart. June babies. Is that like a June bug or a mayfly? Or a jitterbug? Or a firefly? You can't take the sky from me. Sorry. I'm a brown coat. What can I say? Judy says, yes, I am, Jake. Thanks. How about you? I am too. What it is says, wouldn't it be awesome to see all these Democrats got voted out of their seats and got handed the pink slip by the people that kick rocks and get on down the road and go do something else kind of pink slip? Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd love to see it. It's not going to happen, but I would love to see some people roll. I'd like to see Nancy Pelosi go to jail and Hillary Clinton go to jail.
I saw that Ilhan Omar is being deported.
Is she?
I saw.
Is she being deported or being threatened to be deported?
Well, she's been threatened for a while, but I think Trump is actually she went from hundreds of thousands of dollars to $30 million in a year.
Yeah, that's all that Somalian money.
I know. So I caught a couple of headlines, but I haven't had a chance to watch them. That Trump's deporting her.
Well, that would be funny. Judy says, I hope it was a good one, what it is. Apparently, I heard a good source told me it was a great day for him. Amy says, what it is, there's too many Trump derangement syndrome voters who will keep them in. Unfortunately, that's true. A lot of crazy people out there.
We saw a video where some reporters or some YouTubers were walking around college campuses and stuff and asking people about how the State of the Union address went the night before it happened.
Yep.
They were talking about, it was garbage and it was useless and he was lying and this and it hadn't even aired yet. He hadn't even done it yet.
Yeah, that's because they were just toting the line. They don't even know what they're talking about. They believe in a smoke, a fictitious vapor, just words that they all chant in lockstep like they're praying to their false idol or whatever. But they don't believe any of it. They don't actually know anything, which surprises me to no end. I can't imagine living in a country where everybody is propagandized to the point where they have no original thoughts, but it seems to be that way. And Judy says, right, Amy, hey. Debbie says, Linda, 60's not bad. I'm 62 and my profile picture is 2 years old, so 60 today is not like grandmother's 60. This is true. Apparently, we're getting younger as we get older because 60 is the new 30, so I've heard. Amy says the left has an epidemic of monkey fluid thinkers. Monkey juice, you hear that? And Angela says, LOL, Linda, I have to. I have adult grandkids. You have to keep going? I don't know what you're referring to. But I'm sure your grandkids are lovely. Amy says, Judy, on a Wednesday, it's Chicago night. I'm assuming that's a TV show. Is that right? Like Chicago Med, Chicago PD, Chicago Fire Department, Chicago Sanitation Department.
Wasn't there a show called Chicago Home?
Chicago Home? I don't know. Hey, will you do me a favor and tilt that fan up a little bit? I'm molting over here. Like a parrot with an attitude.
Better?
I can't feel it.
Hold on.
That's why I asked you to tilt it up.
I did.
And Judy says, next week I won't be, Amy. The new show starts next week. So it is a TV show. Okay. Linda says, Angela, I also have adult children, but I also have a 14-year-old. Well, that will keep you young right there. Thank you. Better. That will keep you young. Kids have a way of keeping you on the edge of your seat, keeping you jumping and grabbing and catching and panicking. It's good for you. Debbie says, I need a... Oh, Jake's chat jumped. Hang on.
9:57.
Thank you.
Make it all hooked back up.
Here we go. Debbie says, I need a break because I was smoking, haha, and not cigarettes. Kevin trying to start a fire down here? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Kevin. Rub that stick harder. Judy says, LOL, Debbie. Amy says, I sent Fab the link to the live stream. He knows better.
He's probably playing his game. Or lurking.
Probably lurking. Got to see what people are saying. Debbie says, that's boobs, Jake. More than a mouthful is a waste.
That's right.
That's right. That's the one I was thinking of. Well, it goes both ways. Got a double handful. What's the old expression? A yard full of pecker and a bucket full of balls and enough hair on my ass to weave an Indian blanket?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Kevin says Fab Daddy doesn't want to show his face after the State of the Union address. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that was a good one. I loved it when Trump told them people they were crazy and he sat there looking at them and he could have spoke. He could have said anything. He just simmered. He just let it sit after he asked them
what their problem was.
Well, he asked, if you agree with this statement, stand up. And then he said, America needs to take care of Americans first, period. And everybody stood up except for the Democrats, and he just sat there looking at them. Cool as a cucumber. Didn't move a muscle. He looked that way, and he looked that way, and he looked back at them, and then shake his head. 5 full minutes of silence. Felt like it anyway. It might have been less, but it felt like 5 minutes. And then he said, you people are crazy. And that was it. That was my favorite part. Angela says, I feel the same about those in their 60s today. They all look pretty young, younger than my grandparents at the same age. Yeah, well, your grandparents didn't have Ozempic and botulism, Botox. That's why they look younger, but they can't smile. Some people have, like Nancy Pelosi. If she gets one more facelift, she's going to be blinking her lips. And I'm not talking about these. Mark. That's a hair lip dog.
That's so funny.
You know what a wok is?
Yeah, a wok is a pan.
No. It's something you foil with a wabbit.
Oh, yeah.
Linda says, wow, Angela, I misread that. I don't have adult grandkids. You will. Just wait and see. Angela says, oh, Linda, my kids were born close together. January 5th, 1987, August 1st, 1988, August 2nd, 1989. I was pregnant for what felt like forever.
Yeah, 3 kids in 3 years.
Yeah, buddy.
My brother did that too.
Getting the mileage out of that thing, huh? While the warranty's still good. Maureen says, love y'all, but I'm off to bed and my heating pad. Blessed night. See y'all on Friday. Maureen, we love you. I hope you get to feeling better. And we'll see you on Friday. I'm going to bed too. My head is pounding right now. I can barely hold my eyes open. Migraine coming on. Angela says, oh, I have 2 adult grandchildren. Ooh, wow. Kevin says, good night, Maureen. I'm Charlene.
Night, Marlene.
Good night, Charlene.
I'm Darlene.
Chew your gum.
Good night, Maureen. Feel better.
soon. Judy says, bye, Maureen. Linda says, Angela, my kids were born in the early 90s. My oldest grandson is 11. My kids were born in 04 and 05.
Mine are spread out. My first one was born in 1998, and my last one was born in 2018.
Judy says, me too, Angela. My oldest granddaughter is turning 30 in July. Wow. As far as I know, I don't have grandkids yet. Debbie says, my grandkids are 18 and 20. There are times I think they're more mature than I am. I don't plan on getting old. You get old when you stop playing, so never stop playing. Truer words have never been spoken. I agree, wholeheartedly. And do Tai Chi. Keeps you young. Angela says, my oldest grandson is 20. He is my step-grandson, but still all mine. My firstborn grandson is 1999.
I have a 2-year-old grandson.
Angela says, oh, my youngest grandkids are both 6, both girls. Nice. Amy says, oops, I did it again.
No, you did it again.
Did it again. Wrong name on this comment. Sorry. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I can't keep up with it. He's tired, I understand, says Amy. I'm tired, but I got a pounding headache, too. I can't hardly see the words. Debbie says, dang, Judy, you are old. Linda says, if 60 is the new 30, I'm going to find me a 40-something. Yeah. No, just go all out and get you a 19-year-old. He's got the energy. He can take it. Take all your aggressions out. Get a leopard print skirt, though. Put the fear of God in him when he sees you. I'm with you. I'm just kidding. Angela says, I have 3 kids and 12 grandkids. My oldest has 6. 2 are his biologically. My other 2 kids each have 1 biological and 2 bonus. Amazing kids. A bonus kid? How's that work? You pull the lever and get the red light?
No, bonus kid is somebody else's kid.
Of the 12 are 4 my blood, but they're all mine in my heart. Well, that's all that matters. Family is what you make. You choose your family. It helps if they're related, but they don't have to be. Debbie says, my granddaughter and I got manicures today, and she picked a bright orange for me. Not something I would have picked for myself, but it was fun. Well, thank the lucky stars that you didn't come out of there with purple hair and a nose ring. It could happen, believe me. Especially if you let them drive. Angela says, LOL, Linda. I kind of really like being alone, especially because most of my friends are married and men have a tendency to do stupid things. Hey, I resent that. Then the women have to clean up the mess. Well, that's not fair. Women do their share of stupid things, too. I would like to direct you to the Whatever podcast.
Wow. I wouldn't even classify those as women.
They are, though.
They're female.
Not all men do stupid things, though, Angela. Some of us have sense. Angela says, they are fun, Linda. Amber says, hugs. Good night, y'all. Have a wonderful night. Amber, thank you for being here, honey. Appreciate you very much.
Night, Amber.
Dropping stickers everywhere. Angela says, hang on.
10:16.
2 is a cute age, Amanda. 2 is a cute age.
My grandson, yeah, but he's spoiled rotten. And when they wouldn't let me type rotten in there, they'd only let me put spoiled. What? I mean, they're like shadow banning me bad.
Quit running your mouth. I don't know why they do it. I don't even know how they do it. They need to leave us alone, though. Trying to grow here, YouTube. Can't grow if you keep pushing us down. I could have been a contender, YouTube. Linda says, I didn't say I was going to keep him around Angela just for fun. I didn't say I was going to keep him around Angela just for fun. Judy says, I told you I was older than dirt, Debbie. I'm so old that I know Oscar's first name. Amanda?
Yes, Angela, he's spoiled, though.
Debbie says, I know, Judy. That's why I tease you. Well, all is fair in love and war, and it's nice when you have friends to tease. That makes life fun, worth living, happy. Angela says, LOL, once they have me, I can't get rid of them, Linda. Like you'd want to. Angela says, bonus meaning step grandkids. I got it. Linda says, I don't want to have to train a 19-year-old. And you would too, like with newspaper and everything. Because they're dumb as a box of rocks, but they are fun.
I seen a meme the other day that says if we'd just let them eat the Tide Pods, we wouldn't be in this situation.
That's right. Not everybody's supposed to survive. I think when you started saving people from peanut allergies, you made a mistake. If a peanut can take you down, you probably shouldn't be here.
Or what's that other stuff? Glucose or what's it free of?
Cholesterol?
No.
High fructose corn syrup?
No. Everybody's allergic to it.
The bread?
It's in bread.
Can't think of the word.
It's in all kinds of stuff.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the word. Gluten.
Yes, gluten-free.
Yeah. I'm not allergic to anything.
I'm allergic to penicillin.
I'm pretty sure I could drink bleach and not die. I'm not going to try it, but I think I could. Kevin says age is just a number and beauty's skin deep. But when age is out running around, yep, my brain just shut down.
You know you remember the rest of that.
Age is just a number. In my case, a really big number, right?
When beauty is out running around, ugly's at home, something. Or age is at home, something.
Beauty's only skin deep, but ugly's to the bone. While beauty's out running around, ugly will be sitting at home.
Yeah.
Linda says, I'd look good with purple hair. I think you would. But it sends a message these days, and you don't want to send that message. I actually like the colored hair, too, but they've put a bad taste in my mouth about it with the way they act these days. I used to like it, but now it's like a calling card. You see somebody with blue hair, you know that's a crazy person.
Yeah, but that's blue hair. I dyed all the under part of my hair purple, and the only time
I dyed my hair purple once, too.
The only time you could see my purple was when it was braided.
The only time you could see mine is if light was shining on me. Otherwise, it just looked black.
Yeah, well, I bleached mine and did it purple, so it was purple. Then when I put it in a braid, it just laid through the braid in purple streaks.
Angela said, I said tendency. I should have said too many men, right? I hear you. I was just teasing you. I got my own share of problems, too. And most of my confidence is an act, just so you know. Debbie says, I have enough holes in my head and enough piercings, 4 in each ear. I talked my granddaughter into getting her ears pierced a second time. And my son says I am a bad influence.
I plead the fifth on that, Debbie.
Right on. Angela says, LOL, peanuts, right? And LOL, Amanda. Debbie says, that means Amanda has her junk pierced. Yes, she does. And jumper cable connectors on her boobs and her belly button. Yes. And every now and then I like to break out the motor oil, the saddle, and the set of jumper cables and have a good time. Yee-haw. Angela says gluten. Yep. Linda says gluten.
Yes.
Yep.
LOL, Debbie. I won't tell.
Yes, you will.
And yes, gluten.
All right, that's it. It's 10:30 and it's the bottom of the chat and I can't see anymore, so I'm going to go to bed now. Rest my weary head. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed the evening. I hope you have too. I hope it was funny and interesting and a little bit cathartic. Have a great night. I'll see you Friday. Come with bells on. Come naked. Come one, come all. Come until you stall. I'll see you then. Happy Friday. Love you guys.
Good night, y'all.